welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a what's on my iPhone video. So I'm going to be showing you guys my iPhone 6s, and I got it in rose gold, and then I'm also going to be showing you the cover that I got, my opinion on AT&T versus Verizon, because I recently switched companies and got a new phone, so I'll go over that a little bit with you guys, and then I'll show you guys what apps are on my phone. Alright, so before I show you the case, I'm just going to show you the phone. So here is the iPhone 6s rose gold phone. I was thinking about getting the 6 Plus, but when I held it in my hand, I was just like, there's no way. I would get so annoyed. And I still get a little bit annoyed with this one because I'm used to the 5S. The 5S was perfect for my hand size, for me to be able to text using one hand. I still can text with one hand using this, but sometimes if I'm trying to, especially over to the left side of the keyboard, it gets a little bit hard. I have to angle it a certain way to get it, so that is a little frustrating, but I can get over it, especially because I get a bigger screen. And then also, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but the rose gold looks more pink in person. Like, when I went to see it in person, I actually liked it a lot better than what I had seen online. Online, it does look more of a rose gold, but when you get close to it, it actually looks like a pink, which I actually prefer. I thought the rose gold, at least the version that what I could tell online, I actually didn't really like as much, but in person I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I really love it. It's just like this nice light pink. But yeah, I just really like the white face and then the rose gold on the back. But the thing is, I still needed to protect my phone, so I had to get a cover. And for the longest time, I've been wanting to get covered cell phone cases from Velvet Caviar. I found Velvet Caviar on Instagram, and I fell in love because they have so many fun ones. They have one that Crispy has, which is a wine glass, and as you turn it, the red in it tips over in the wine glass. So it's just really cool. And then they have some sparkly ones, some metallic ones. They have a lot of fun ones, but I'm also going to be showing you another fun one that they have, which is in multiple colors. But I got one. I decided to go one that was like pink, so it kind of blends into the rose gold phone that I have, but still stands out a bit. So I'm gonna show you it upside down. So here is where I have all these gold stars and pink glitter. So then when you flip it over, it just starts running down. I can't remember what it's called, but there was one of those like glass things, but when you turn it, the stuff would just fall down. That's what it reminds me of. And I think it's just such a cute idea. It's really fun. The rest of the case itself is clear. I think it has some outlining here, but overall, it's just a clear case with this gold stars and pink glitter running down. I just think it's so fun. So I'm really glad that I finally have it. It took forever to get here because Velvet Caviar was trying to send it to the wrong address. They were just putting in the wrong zip code. They're like, oh, well, we couldn't deliver it because this zip code doesn't exist. I'm like, yeah, I know it doesn't exist. Because I checked my email and it said the right zip code, so whoops. But I did just get it, so luckily I haven't got it in time for this video because I really wanted to put it up this week for you guys. Okay, and then just a little background story. I ended up getting this phone because I was on my parents' plan just until as of a week or two ago, and I was going over my data over and over again. My parents gave me 2 gigabytes, and I would go over at least 2 times, definitely 1 time, and then at a certain point it was 2 times, and then I just didn't care anymore, and it was 3 times that I would go over, and they ended up bumping me up to 3 gigabyte, but I still went over on that, and I kept saying, I'll pay you back for it, but I still felt bad that I was going over so much, and I just couldn't wait to get on my own plan, so that definitely kick-started it. So I was like, okay, if my contract's up this year, I'll just get my own phone, get on my own plan, so that way I don't have to get these texts saying, you went over, or, don't go over again, and I felt bad, too, because, they're paying for it. I'm offering to pay them back for it, but still, it's still all those notifications are going to them, so I'm really glad that now I'm not going to be going over data so much. At least for them. For me, I don't care. I'm going to use what I use because I am a YouTuber. I need to be on social media all the time. And when I'm on the bus, that is the perfect time for me to go on social media because I'm on a bus, I'm bored, I don't have anything better to do. So it's the perfect time to do it. But the thing is, there's no Wi-Fi. But I'm not going to just sit there on the bus and stare into space and then get home and be like, oh my gosh, I have a billion things to do. If only I could have knocked something off of my list, So I'm really glad that I have my own plan now. I ended up getting the 6 gigabyte plan with Verizon. So it's $60 a month just for the data. And I did a monthly payments for the actual phone. I went to Apple. You could have paid, I think, the full phone cost up front. But I just thought, like, I'm already going to be paying a monthly bill. I might as well just add on extra to do the monthly bill. But yeah. The thing is, the reason why I switched to Verizon is through my company, which I haven't set up yet, but we get like a discount for having Verizon, so that was the whole point of me going to Verizon, so I really need to get that set up. But yeah, so my company gives me a discount, so that's why I just had to go with Verizon. Originally I was with AT&T with my parents, but I feel like I miss AT&T because I feel like I've been having a little bit more trouble with getting connected to places. Like, even if I'm just on 3G and I'm not trying to connect Wi-Fi, like, I'm just like, I don't care, just connect. It just won't connect sometimes, and I feel like I'm having more trouble than I did before. I don't know if I'm just being hypersensitive to it, like, oh, it's not working now, because AT&T, sometimes it wouldn't work too, but I feel like I'm having more trouble with it now. I'm not sure. I am sure, yeah, I'm definitely having more trouble with it, so I'm a little disappointed with that, but it's not terrible or anything. Like, it works for the most part. It's just like, there's certain times where I'm just like, oh my god, why isn't it working? So, not a huge difference, but any little difference to me, kind of, I notice. So, especially because I was, like, moving to Verizon just for a discount, not necessarily because I thought the network would be better. I know AT&T and Verizon are pretty close, like, they're both really popular. But if my company gave a discount for Verizon and a discount for AT&T, I would have just stuck with AT&T. Alright, so let's jump on into the phone. So the background cover that I have here, it's also my lock screen cover, is one of my most popular Instagram photos on my Beauty Addict Next Door channel. I just thought it would be more motivating, and plus it has a Stardust pal in the back, so it's like pink and fun, so I thought that'd be fun. But pretty much how I have this organized is that all the stuff that I use on like a daily basis is on the front page, and then all the stuff that I really never use is on the second page. Now, pretty much every single app on the second page I don't use at all. Like, never. I don't think I never used to watch the health, productivity, tips. Some of these apps are just iPhone apps that come with the phone. But yeah, I use none of these. The only thing that I use on here is my app right here. Here, let me get closer. I don't know how this is going to like look. But yeah, the only thing that I use on this page is my Discover app and my PNC app. And the reason why I have this on the second page as opposed to the first page is the fact that I don't want it on the first page, because God forbid someone was able to steal my phone, or like I left my phone sitting somewhere and someone stole the apps and got into it. I don't know. Just in case. I figured it'd be best to have the finance apps on the second page as opposed to the first page when people like first look at your phone. Yeah, so not necessarily necessary because you do have a password on your phone. And if someone steals your phone, they're able to get in your phone, they could just swipe to the second page and get it anyway. But I don't know, I just feel a little better about it having it on the second page. So then on the first page, I have at the very top all of my social media apps. So like I said, I am on social media every day, if not multiple times a day. At least I try to be. So you could put all of these apps into a social media folder, but the only reason why I don't do that is because I quickly want to be able to tap on the icon. I don't want to have to go to a folder and then click on the icon. That, even though that takes like an extra second, to me it's a second wasted. So I just like to have it all laid out. So I have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at the very top row. Then I have Pinterest and Snapchat on the second row. So Instagram I'm on the most. I also like to check my YouTube here and there on the app, and then check Facebook, Twitter. I'm rarely on Pinterest, guys. I'm trying to be better about going on Pinterest, but I sometimes forget about Pinterest. But I'm going to be trying to do better there. And then Snapchat, which I've been loving doing Snapchat a lot lately. I think it's just fun. It's a great way for me to do mini vlogs, and then also show you guys like little hauls, or be able to show you guys products quicker, because I don't have to make everything perfect. I don't have to have the perfect lighting. So if you guys are ever wondering about products or my life, it's a great idea to follow me on Snapchat, because then you guys can see stuff ahead of time before I post them up on social media. And then just like some personal stuff too that I put up in there too. And then the next app or set of apps that I have is called Vlogger. So in this set of apps, I have a Gmail, which is for both of my Beauty Addict Next Door account, my Gmail account for that, and then my Beauty Vlogger 101 account. And then I have two calendar apps. One is for Beauty Addict Next Door, and one is for Beauty Vlogger 101. Now what I do with these calendar apps is I put on the schedule when I'm going to put up what video. So I have the title of the video, like today, I will have on that calendar listed iPhone 6S review. And then on my Beauty Addict Next Door channel, the video that I put up on Wednesday, that day on Wednesday it'll say NARS review. So I like having two separate calendars just so it's more organized that way. I think I'd get really confused if it was all, you know, smashed onto the same calendar. And then sometimes on my calendar too, I mark like when like certain products are coming out and when I need to buy them. So I'll also put that in there too. Then this third app right here is a Notepad. So anytime I have any thoughts on anything, I put it in here. I've been actually writing on paper a lot recently just because sometimes I don't have time to go into this notepad and then write it. I know it takes like extra 2 seconds, but if I have a notepad right by me, I just quickly scribble it, and then whenever I have time, I go back to everything that I've written down, and then I insert it into here so it stays all organized. Of course, now I'm locked out and I have to log back in. But yeah, it's just nice having like a notes app there, so that way I can write stuff down. This notes app for now is just doing, this notes app is just for my Beauty Addict Next Door channel. And then I got another different notes app, which is called I Do Notepad, which I have for my Beauty Vlogger 101 channel. So once again, I wanted to separate both of those apps because I have two channels and it would get too confusing to have everything all on one. So I got a different app for my Beauty Vlogger 101 channel. And then I have this Repost app. I've used it only once. I use this Repost app for Instagram, and I use it for whenever I want to repost videos. If I ever want to repost a photo, I just screenshot it and then crop it, and then, you know, just do a hashtag repost and then the person that I'm reposting. Because I don't know why, but the little repost sign like really annoys me. But I don't know how to do it with a video without having that, you know. So if I want to repost a video for whatever reason, I'll just use a Repost app. And then down here I have two apps that are for whenever I do giveaways. So one is a dice app and one is a letter app. So when I do a giveaway, I roll the letter app, and that will tell me whether I need to go to YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, to see the comments on that particular social media site. And then I will roll the numbers app, and that will tell me to go to what comment. So if I roll letter I and I roll number 4, I go to Instagram comment 4. So that is just why I just want to keep all my vlogging stuff all in one folder, so that's what I do there. And then I also have this photography app. So these are all of the apps that I use to post photos on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So I have Rookie Cam, which I love using to add on text. That's mainly what I use it for. And then I have this Camera Plus app, which I don't really use as much anymore. I used to use it to crop, but I don't really use it that much anymore. And then I have Facetune, so in case I ever need to, sometimes I'm going to admit it, guys, sometimes especially more so in the past, I have used Facetune to adjust my skin tone and to get rid of wrinkles. But that was when I was using my iPhone 5S, because I feel like the iPhone 5S camera wasn't that great, and it would make my skin look grainy. Like, it would make my skin look worse, and then it would, like, bring out my wrinkles. But whenever I started doing my thumbnails, what I'll do on my thumbnails is, like, when I'm filming with my Canon T5i, I will just, you know, this is, like, another tip for you guys. I will just do, and then screenshot it. Because this camera takes a way better photo, and then and then I don't have to set a timer, so I can just do this and, you know, do little shots, have it as a video, and then I can just pause it, screenshot the part of the video that I like. But my Canon T5i doesn't make me look super grainy or like have wrinkles, so I really haven't been really using this Facetune app at all anymore. I just used to use it whenever I was using a lot of my selfie photos from my iPhone 5S. So I don't know if anybody has noticed that, and I haven't used really my iPhone 6S that much for selfies, just because I'm so used to now using my Canon T5i. And then Pick Stitch, I like to do if I'm doing collages, so of pictures. So if I'm showing multiple pictures, I like to do that because it will give you, like, you can do like 4 pictures in one or like 2, and this is Instagram size already, so you guys don't have to worry about that. And then I have a Color Splash app, which pretty much is you can do a black and white photo with a pop of color, so I can do a whole black and white photo and then just roll like the little thing over my lips, and then I have my lip color popping out. So that's just a fun black and white. You can just make your photo black and white, and then you can bring out colors if you want. And then lens light is whenever I want to add on like little flashes onto my photos or like sparkles, but I haven't really been using it that much lately because sometimes I've seen on pictures and I'm like, oh, that looks like really fun and nice. And other times I'm like, I think it's just too distracting and I don't want to cover up the products that I'm trying to show you guys. So I haven't really been using that as much, but I keep it there just in case. Then I have a photo mirror app just in case I want to insert a picture of me and just have two of me, you know, just to switch it up. Then InstaSize is an app that I use so much because to get Instagram size, all you have to do is upload your photo or video, and then you can insert the picture, you can expand it, and if you can't expand it anymore, what you can do is you can pick a background, and you can actually do a blurred background too. So there's that. And then Clip Stitch is what I use for videos. It's kind of like Pick Stitch, but for Clip Stitch, it's like the video version. So if you want to show multiple videos, you can do that there. You can just insert videos into different parts. You can have like a 4 square and have 4 different videos running at the same time. If you guys want me to do a more in-depth video on my iPhone photography apps, please let me know down in the comments. I also have this Instablend app, which is supposed to blend photos together, but I haven't used it yet, so I can't really talk about that, but I wanted to try it out at some point. Okay, so for the rest of my apps, I have a travel little section, which just has my Lyft app, my Uber app, because I don't have a car, I don't like to drive, so I have people drive me. And then I also have Google Maps and Maps, which I use for whenever I'm taking the bus, sometimes when I'm just trying to get an estimate on how far a ride will go, or just walking around downtown. So Google Maps I use for the buses, and then Maps I think is a better app for if you're just trying to walk somewhere. I think it gives you better accuracy. I get a little confused with the Google Maps as far as walking goes, but the Maps app I think works better. Then I have a music section, so that has iTunes and iHeartRadio in it. Then I have another photography app, but this is just my camera and then my photos. So I wanted to keep that separate just because these could also take pictures of other things other than my beauty stuff. And then it's quicker for me to get to, you know, I mean, it could be just as quick in here, but then it all gets, you know, there'd just be too much in this folder, so I kind of kept it separate. Then I have a list app, so I have the Carrot app, which talks to you and gives you a hard time. It's kind of funny. And I just list some stuff on there, stuff that's like kind of random. And then I have this other notes app, which what I like to do is if I'm on Instagram and I'm writing out a post and I have all the hashtags, I copy and paste it into here just to make sure it's saved somewhere, because if I haven't posted it yet, and let's say I am in the middle of something, I set my phone down, and then Instagram, like, for some reason knocks me out, then I've lost everything that I've written. Or something goes wrong, or like it accidentally deletes or something. Like, it's really nice to have that, so I usually just insert it in here. Sometimes I write myself random notes in here. I used to use this more as my main notes app, but I haven't used it as much. I've mostly just been using it for just saving certain posts that I haven't posted yet. And then once I have posted them, then I just like delete them. Then I have this paperless list app, which is my favorite. I actually wish I could have multiple of these on my phone. So I pretty much just like have a list. So like one I have listed as Target, and then I'll have a list of everything that I want to get. And then once I picked it up, I can just like check it off, and then I know it's done. And then I also just have stuff for I have a mixture of stuff here, of personal and then beauty stuff, because I really like this app a lot, but I don't think I can get it duplicated on one phone. So I have some other stuff listed too, like if I have any beauty ideas, or if there's like a giveaway that I'm doing and I want to list all the products I want to get, I can put it into a checklist form, and then I can check it off as I get it. Alright, then I have a shopping folder which just has Amazon and Sephora. It used to have Ulta and a bunch of other stuff, but my old phone, I could barely, like, it kept telling me that I had too much on my phone. There wasn't enough storage, there wasn't enough iCloud space, so I ended up deleting a lot of apps that I did want on here. So I may go back and add them on just because my new plan, I think it's 128 gigabytes of storage, and then I upgraded my iCloud to 200 gigabytes, so I pay $2.99 a month to have, what did I just say, like 200 gigabytes of iCloud data, so I think I'm fine. So I'll probably add like Ulta back on here and whatnot, but I'm always on Amazon and Sephora, so I had to have those on there. Then I just have my regular calendar. This is just for personal stuff. My phone, just in case I want to call somebody. I have my regular email, That's just for my personal account. I have a Netflix too, so in case I want to open up and watch Netflix. My clock. I have utilities, which is just very basic, where it has my settings and Apple Store, App Store. Then I have food and drink. I have a Starbucks app. I have gold member status. Even though I can't have caffeine, at least for now, I still have managed to have gold status because I'll get the decaf and I'll get food from there too. And then I have a Grubhub app, which is just a great app. I don't know if everyone everywhere can use it, but just in my area in Pittsburgh, you can pretty much it has a bunch of different restaurants that you can pick from, and then you can just order them and they'll bring it to you. So that's just an easy ordering app. And then I have a food diary, which I started and then I just keep forgetting to add stuff on. So like, why do I even bother? And at the bottom I have my weather channel. I have some games. So I have 2048, which just is like a fun game where you're trying to get the numbers to say 2048, but you have to, it's really hard to explain. I could tell you guys about that in another video. And then I have Words with Friends and then Dice with Buddies. And Dice with Buddies is more like a Yahtzee game, and then Words with Friends is like a Scrabble game. And then the last thing is FaceTime. And then on the very, very bottom, I have music, because that's super important. I have messages, so I can talk to people. I have Safari, so I can go on the internet. And then I have WhatsApp, so I can talk to my parents, because my parents actually live in a foreign country, because my dad got a promotion. And so if you have friends and family that are across the country and it's really expensive to text them or to call them on the phone, what you can do is you can get WhatsApp, and then you can, it's like texting, but it's using your data. So if you're on Wi-Fi, it's completely free. So it just makes our life so much easier to text on there, so that's what we do. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful. Please let me know down in the comments what your favorite apps are. Like, what are the apps that you absolutely have to have on the phone, on your phone? Like, if your iCloud or your storage is yelling at you saying you have to delete stuff, what is the stuff that you're just gonna refuse to delete? And then if you also tried the iPhone 6s, or if you have any thoughts on Verizon versus AT&T, please also let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. Also, for any beauty vloggers out there, what are the apps that you absolutely need to have on your phone? What are your favorite apps for photography? Like, let us know down in the comments. That way you can help not only me but other people out who are watching to see what apps you're using and why you love them. Now, if you haven't subscribed to me already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button below, and then give this video a like if you did like it, and I will see you all next time.